In Saskatchewan, 13,000 residents are still waiting to go home as wildfires continue to rage in the northern part of that province. They had to leave most of their belongings and their important items behind, including pets. But an animal relief organization from Regina is trying to help. They're working to feed pets left behind. Amy Vitkay is the director and outreach coordinator for something called the PAC project. She joins me live from Regina. Amy, when I heard about this story, I thought, boy, how could people leave home without their pets? That's got to be tugging at your heartstrings. But why did they have to leave them behind?
It was my understanding that a lot of these residents were transported out by bus, but those that weren't, that even went in their own vehicles, were unable to take their pets into the shelters that were set up for them. So they were not left with much option than to leave them behind.
So, when you have a choice, your kids or your pet, the choice is obvious. You're going to take your kids. Do you have a sense of how many animals were left behind, though?
I'm going to say thousands, not just between what the community members own, but there's a resident stray population which the community feeds. So although it might not belong to them, they still care for those animals that live in the community. So in La Loche alone, there were 200 dogs, and that's just one small community.
So what are you planning to do?
So we've already been up and done several runs and dropped off thousands, about 12,000 pounds of food for some of the communities, and at a central drop-off point in Prince Albert. So we've just loaded a truck up last night, and I'm just looking here. It's probably got, I don't know, about 8,000 pounds of supplies on it, and it will travel up north to Saskatchewan and pick up several thousand more pounds, and then we will try and get to the communities north of there towards La Loche, wherever it's needed, and then we will head across to Prince Albert to the drop-off point there, where the community members from the north central Saskatchewan area are picking up from. Then we'll head over to the Meadow Lake area and pick up some more supplies there that have come up the western side of the province from Battleford, and we'll take those up as well.
So what do you do when you get to that drop-off point? People there who are still in those communities try to go into people's homes to feed their pets? What?
Yeah, it's important to remember the communities we're going into still have residents in them. Some residents stay behind to look after the animals. And of course, there's the local RCMP members that live there and work in that community. So we've had our drop-off points being at the RCMP detachments in each of these communities.
Right. And where are you getting the food? And I take it it's cat food, dog food, that kind of thing?
It is. There's been a huge response from the province. The province of Saskatchewan has absolutely fantastic people. So they've either donated individually, or some of the big food companies have sent pallets of food. There's quite a few food manufacturers in the province of Saskatchewan, and they've been a tremendous help to this effort.
Let me ask you one final question. Why did you take this on, Amy?
Boy, I couldn't imagine having to leave my pet behind. And when we were notified that the pets were left behind, we jumped into action immediately. We run a program already where we hand out food all year round to rescue organizations and SPCAs throughout the province that need some assistance. So it was very easy for us to mobilize this.
I want to thank you for your time, and I wish you safe travels.
Thank you very, very much.
Amy Vitkay, Director and Outreach Coordinator for the PAC project.